How would you like to summarize the results of Q1?
Well, we had a growth in Q1 again of above 20%, which is in the telecom industry, I think, a good achievement. In the profitability aspect, we have a better result compared to last year. However, we have to remind that last year we were hit by a currency cost of around 27 million. But even if we reintegrate this cost in last year's result, we have some profit growth.
The sales of Doro Care was held back due to an appeal of a framework agreement with SKL. Can you give us the background of the issue and when you believe it will be resolved?
Well, the topic is that municipalities are issuing tenders for social alarm based on a framework agreement. At least it's an option that they have. And there is a valid framework agreement today, but the new one, which was agreed at the end of last year, has been frozen due to an appeal from a competitor of ours. As a consequence, there is an administrative court taking care of this framework agreement appeal. And in the meantime, municipalities prefer not to issue new tenders, even if they could, because of the uncertainty. As a result, we have on Doro Care to rely on our recurring revenues, which are coming from existing contracts, and there is no new tenders, no new contract to be won. So this is holding back some of our sales and a bit of our profitability, because there is an important part of the profit when we start a contract.
Do you see any risk of losing the framework agreement, or that you will have to renegotiate the terms?
No, well, the grief which is coming from a competitor is not of a nature that to really restructure the deal. I mean, worst case, we would have to split some of the offer into parts, and that's not going to modify the market conditions significantly.
You're stating that the Q2 results may not match the results of Q2 2015 due to the SKL issue. Can you give us any more details on how much the results may decrease?
Yeah, well, we thought it was important to mention that in the report, because last year we had some some support of the profitability thanks to Doro Care contracts after the acquisition that we have refinanced, and that has generated some profit. Given here this year we have on the opposite situation, it's creating a swing in the result that we wanted to be transparent with. However, it's just a temporary issue, and we have kept our full year outlook forecast. So the currency also is moving those days, so it may impact our Q2 result. So it's just a warning and on the fact that it is a challenge, but not saying that it is definitive.
The sales in the US and Canada increased significantly in Q1. Do you see any risk that the partners have made major stock purchases that may impact Q2 sales negatively?
Well, first of all, this growth is coming from an additional category, the smartphone that we have launched in North America. So it's adding on to the feature phone business, which is continuing in USA specifically. And there we have the classical pattern. So Q1 was weak last year, it's very strong this year. In Q2, we see that the initial orders have been correctly dimensioned, and we should have reorders in the coming quarter as well.
Your outlook for 2016 is that sales and profit of the group are expected to increase. Is this view dependent on the SKL appeal reaching a positive outcome for Doro?
No, we believe that we can keep this outlook regardless of the situation on SKL. But as we mentioned, we have good hopes that this will be solved in the coming months.